North Carolina's Attorney General is fielding complaints about price gouging across the state. So far, he's received 20 from Buncombe County. The governor's state of emergency bans increasing prices on essential items. But as News 13's Stephanie Santastasi shows us, that still hasn't stopped some retailers.
At last check, more than 1,000 complaints have been received by the North Carolina State Attorney General's office. People say items like masks, hand sanitizer, even gloves have been more expensive than usual. For about a month now, many of us have spent countless hours searching for the essentials, whether it be inside grocery stores, gas stations, or online. No matter where you look, supplies like toilet paper, masks, even disinfecting wipes have been hard to find. And sometimes once you do find it, it's a lot more expensive than normal.
Just in the last week, we saw a box of 6 toilet paper rolls being sold for $98.
Claudia Beeg works for the North Carolina Public Interest Research Group, also known as NCPIRG. It's an organization that advocates for the public interest.
At the beginning of March, we have been looking into price gouging related to the coronavirus pandemic. And sadly, we've seen really widespread price gouging, especially on Amazon and other major online retailers.
It's happening everywhere.
This week, we had 346 state officials from across the country in 45 states, including North Carolina, send a letter to Amazon, Craigslist, eBay, and a few other major online retailers, calling on them to crack down on price gouging on their platforms.
An issue North Carolina State Attorney General Josh Stein says won't be tolerated here.
We do not want sellers out there taking advantage of people's needs, their desperation, in order to make a quick buck.
Of the 1,000 complaints Stein's received so far, he says about half deal with groceries.
It's a comparable number from this emergency to what we've seen in the past.
His office now has a form on its website completely dedicated to these types of complaints. Stein says they investigate all of them.
The last thing anyone should be worried about is getting ripped off when trying to get the critical supplies that we need.
In some cases, grocery items that may seem a little more expensive could simply come down to a supply and demand issue. The state attorney general ultimately determines that when investigating each complaint. Reporting in Asheville, Stephanie Santastasi, News 13.